In the previous step, we started with the setup because, as every good thing, we need to be sure we can be able to create the base for our landing. The next bit is, as with everything, we start from the very beginning. We will try and attempt to do the first quest. I will walk you through what the quest is about, some prerequisites, the steps you'll carry through, and then what is expected at the end of the quest. Again, welcome to JS AI Buildathon. And for this, we first start with selecting a quest. And we'll start with the very first quest, where we want to build a local GenAI prototype. As I mentioned, once you click on the button, it will create a new issue for you. And then you'll say, I'm ready to build my first GenAI prototype. Scroll down and create your issue. Once the issue is created, you will need to wait for about 15 seconds. And in those 15 seconds of waiting, you can go grab a cup of tea, then come back. And as you wait those 15 seconds and you've grabbed your cup of tea, you can refresh the page and continue eating because patience is good. And so once it is closed, it will tell you, thank you for selecting the quest. The repository has been updated and all the instructions are in the README. This is how the README looks like. This is our README file. And the first thing is the quest we're doing today, which is you want to build your local GenAI prototype. In this quest, the overview and the beginning of it is helping you use JavaScript and TypeScript to prototype, just a simple prototype to experiment with the different AI models, parameters, and prompts. And the idea is we will be using GitHub Models, first of all, to start from the very beginning. The free service to be able to, you don't necessarily need to create a new model. The models are available, but the only thing you'll need is your GitHub personal access token to authenticate once you've started with building your AI prototype. So the first step is understanding what GitHub models are. All the details are here, giving you an overview of what exactly GitHub models are, how they work, and even testing them out and comparing the two different models. Once you're done, we will move from the GitHub Playground to Visual Studio Code, where you will go in, create your clone your repository, have your code in there, and use the sample code. We already have some sample code in here where you can use it to, the sample code will be in the instructions once you select to use this model. And with that sample code, you can create a simple sample.js file and try it out. As I mentioned, the only thing you need to add is the GitHub token. So ensure the first thing is you get your free developer personal access token, store it in your environment variable. All the instructions will be in your migration from GitHub Models. And then the next step is install your dependencies. You will need to have Node.js installed for this. So ensure you have Node.js installed and install all your dependencies. Then test out your first prototype. It should run, and the output, for example, the question is what are the top 10 web technologies, and it has listed for us some of the top 10 technologies you need to know as a web developer. Number 1 is HTML, CSS, React is number 3, JavaScript, Node.js, and so much more. Just before the activity, we have a small exercise for you, and in this exercise, the idea is you can now, instead of using text, you can update your model to a multimodal model. So you just swap up the model name to something that's multimodal, like GPT-4o or Llama Vision. And then once you swap it out, use GitHub Copilot to your best advantage and try and see how you can add in an image as an input, add images as an input, and then the output will be an HTML code. And then, because we want you to have the whole experience, we will leverage AI Toolkit in VS Code. This is an extension that what you'll need to do is just go to your extensions files, install the extension, and it will come to you as the AI Toolkit. You will be able to do the same. We're using GitHub Models in AI Toolkit. As you can see, it's the GitHub Models we're using, and you can try it out. We have a playground in there. You can try it out and upload the image and try and see if the output will be the same. The output will be something like this, a demo index.html file. And as I mentioned, you can use Copilot and see, okay, how can I improve my Contoso landing page to be something better? And that's it. We've done an introduction to GitHub Models. We've done an exercise introducing you to the AI toolkit in Visual Studio Code. And then the last bit is our activity. This activity helps you to move to the next level. And the activity here is you should have your sample.js file and you should have your GitHub environmental token as a reference. And then you add in your code. You can do it in the terminal, git add, git commit with this commit message, and then git push. And then after you've updated your changes, after you've pushed your files, wait for about 15 seconds and it will update your README to the next quest. That's it for our first quest. Tune in the next video and I'll show you what the second quest looks like and how you can navigate around it.